Well, we've spent some time, we talked a little bit about that choline form of 2,4-D. Many people are very familiar with amines and esters. Esters were brought out in the 40s. We've had amines and esters for a lot of years. What's interesting about the Enlist herbicides, Enlist Duo and Enlist One, is that it's a choline 2,4-D. And choline is different than an amine or an ester. It's not an amine that we added something to. It's a completely different molecule. So when you look at it, on the bottom, you can see that the 2,4-D choline, what they do to produce that choline molecule is they charge the 2,4-D acid, so they make that a negative charge. And then they use the positive charge choline salt. And as you remember in 5th grade science, you got a magnet with a positive and a negative. They bond very tightly. That's what we're doing here. We're charging that 2,4-D acid to a negative charge. It attaches to the choline positive charge salt. So that's how we'll get the choline salt 2,4-D. And because of that, it's got near zero volatility. It's got that such a strong charge, it's got just hardly any volatility at all, and that's different than an amine or an ester. And you can see relative-wise, the percent of 2,4-D that's applied, and they did a study down south where they actually collected the volatility of 2,4-Ds, and you could see with the 2,4-D ester, we were getting up near to 4% of the 2,4-D acid was volatilizing and moving. You got the amine was significantly less, but still at 1%. And you got the near zero volatility of the 2,4-D choline. So some of the beauty, some of the advantages of having a different molecule, it's a quaternary bond. So there's 4 bonding sites on that molecule. And because it's got 4 of those strong positive negative sites that it's bonded to, you just don't get that volatility. The other thing is when you talk about tank mix partners, a grower or an applicator is going to be spraying Enlist One or Enlist Duo. He puts a tank mix partner in there. You can add AMS, you can add other tank mix partners, and you will not change that molecule. I mean, the molecule is what it is. So by adding products to the tank, you're not going to change it. I know on the dicamba side, they added products to the dicamba to lower the volatility risk potential. But if you added certain products like AMS to that tank, that would negate the value of that and you could still get volatility. That's not the case with Enlist. That molecule is what it is. And by adding tank mix partners, we haven't found any tank mix partners yet that can break that bond. So it's a very strong bond. And you can compare a choline to an amine molecule. You just see that that bonding site is very strong. So very important for tank mix partners and for, you're targeting specific weeds, you want certain tank mix partners. You want AMS in there to condition your water, you can do that with the Enlist system.